So we're going to be looking at all of the financial capabilities that exist in that PMO solution pack of modules. So they are expenses, so tracking expenses. We're also going to look at financials, so effectively showing the month-by-month cash flow. And finally, budgets, so having categories of budgets and tracking various measures and calculations for each of those. So we'll start with the simplest, which is expenses. So what this allows you to do is it's a simple tracker. So it allows you to record an expense, which might be a purchase that you want to make, and you can build out a process flow here which suits whatever your financial process is. So it might be that you request a purchase order, it gets approved, the purchase order is raised, you receipt the goods, and then confirm payment of the invoices that come through, or a subset of those processes. So you can see here we've got approval workflows here. We've got a lot of tracking for, say, invoice numbers and dates and invoice amounts and all that sort of thing. So this is pretty much ready to go as it is, but it would very normally be tailored to the specific requirements of your organization. Like most things, there's a form that allows you to maybe log the initial expense request. Moving on to financials. So this allows us to collect whatever information we need on a month-by-month basis. The reason we would do that is so that we can build charts like this that would allow you to kind of see different information, like what's our actual spend been, what's our forecast spend been, are there any variations between the two of those two things, and also be able to analyze the data in more detail. So typically in this situation, the customers will either take two options. You could either, when you're talking about actual outlay, you can just put those numbers in manually based on data that's coming out of your accounting or financial system, or we can do an integration with the financial system and fill these details in automatically and update them as things change. So that's a great time saver. Takes a lot of burden off of the financial and project team, and ensures 100% accuracy. These can also be built to not just look at, say, invoices that have been processed, but also credit notes, financial journal entries, and other refunds and things that will just typically happen within your accounting system. So finally, we come to these budget sheets. What this allows you to do is, this is like very detailed financial reporting. So for every category of your budget, you can capture baselines, you can allow the project manager to put their latest forecasts in, you can have as many baselines here as you want. So some customers each month, they will re-baseline the finances of the project and reapprove any different changes for how money is expected to be spent on a month-by-month basis. So you can see, you can capture this information on a month-by-month basis and on a cost breakdown structure basis. This is typically, about probably half the time, we'll make pretty substantial changes to how this works. To really what we're aiming to do here is automate the financial reporting process that you've already got, so that people have a familiar experience, but without the effort involved in actually keeping the information up to date manually. So there's a lot of options here. We can build approval processes that sit over the top of, say, changing a baseline as well, and on a kind of as a customized system. But certainly lots of options, both around how that data is worked, how we integrate with other systems to make the whole process streamlined, and finally, how that gets displayed on your project dashboard and portfolio dashboards so that you get a high level understanding of what all that information really means in terms of how the financial performance of the project is tracking.